Hello, it is 9:30, September 10th, and welcome to the weather update for, yeah, it is September 10th. So, a fairly nice day, but there was some smoke around. Let's pause this for a little bit because you'll see right here, you'll see here that we did have some smoke. Mostly it was just to the south of Long Island, but you could definitely see the smoke. This is California wildfire smoke that has made it not so much at the surface, but at the mid and upper levels. The jet stream carrying it over us, and you can see that there. It was thicker, I think, over New Jersey, but we had that, and we also had some clouds during the day, so it wasn't a crystal clear day across the area, but it's still pretty decent. Pretty cool, pretty breezy. Yeah, we're going to get to Larry in a moment. You can see some of the cumulus that popped up over, quite a few over the Pine Barrens. So it looks like out east, like east of Riverhead and eastward, there wasn't as much. And then it tended to dissipate a little more toward the afternoon. But you could actually see on this MODIS, you could see the smoke right here. A lot of it is over New Jersey, southern part of New Jersey stretching. And this all is from California wildfire smoke. This is all coming from... looks like maybe some rain out there, but this is all smoke from the fires out in California that may be transported. Looks like it's pretty thick over the Dakotas right now. We'll put the maps here. Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, to the Midwest. And some of this might make its way toward us, but a little piece of it at least got ahead and kind of made it into the Mid-Atlantic and parts of New Jersey. And it was visible in the sky today for sure. I took some pictures, and you'll see here the smoke that was kind of visible in the sky. Let's get those pictures up here. So yeah, I was at Long Beach looking at the waves from Larry, and you can see the smoke in the sky there. Quite noticeable, to say the least. Especially at sunset, you can clearly see that smoke in the sky there. That was Twin Lakes, and here's another picture from sunset here of that smoke. Here is those waves. This is from Larry, really kicking up the surf there. Some pretty big waves. I would say some 10-footers out there. They were a little further out. Yeah, it wasn't like right at the shoreline. They were breaking a little further. This was at Long Beach. They were breaking a little bit. I have a whole video of it, so look at that. That's pretty impressive looking wave right there. I have a whole video of the action there. I had to check it out because there was some big waves. Definitely some impressive waves today from Larry. So this is Larry right here, getting ready to head for Newfoundland. Look at this thing. Look at that big eye there. It's still got a big circulation here. And I guess this is what's left of Mindy over here. So let's go to the latest on Hurricane Larry right now. And Hurricane Larry is heading toward Newfoundland. Larry quickly moving toward southeastern Newfoundland, expected to bring hurricane force winds, dangerous storm surge, and heavy rainfall to that area tonight. So as of 8 p.m., its location 44.9 north, 56.5 west, about 235 miles southwest of Cape Race, Newfoundland. Maximum sustained winds 80 miles an hour, moving north-northeast at 35 miles an hour. So this thing's really racing now. And the thing is, when you have such quick movement on the right side of the storm, you actually have to add the 35 plus the 80. So there could still be gusts over 100 on that right side of the storm. Minimum central pressure, 958 millibars, 28.29 inches. And again, it says interests in South need to monitor this. And let's get to the latest on this. And they say little change in strength is expected before landfall. After landfall, Larry should weaken. Larry is a large tropical cyclone. Hurricane force winds now extend outward up to 105 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 255 miles from the center. Canadian buoy 44139 recently reported sustained winds of 54 miles an hour with a wind gust of 69 miles an hour. The estimated minimum central pressure is 958 millibars, again 28.29 inches, and a buoy reported a pressure of 962.1 millibars or 28.41 inches. That is impressive for sure. So let's take a look at Larry on the satellite. We have various views of Larry. Let's first start with this one here. We'll look at Larry on the... Now, we had a little trouble with it last night, but it is working again. And you can see here it is. Wow, it's really... Look at how quick this thing is moving. I'll move this over so you can see, but look at that. You can still start to take a little more of an extratropical look to it, but still, it is heading right for St. John's, which is right over here. And they're going to get pounded, and very shortly they're going to get pounded. It's going to be a real quick pounding. It's going to be in and out like nothing, but it's definitely going to be quite a pounding. This is Larry on the satellite. Definitely seeing, this is the tropical tidbits. Definitely seeing less convection around it. It's over the colder water now, so it is cut off from its fuel source, and it's finally falling apart. But it's moving so fast that it just doesn't have enough time to completely fall apart before it hits Newfoundland. That is quite, I mean, look at how fast that thing is moving. Wow, that is extremely fast. That is extremely fast. So let's take a look at some of the observations around, and should not have closed that out. Should not have closed that out. Let's reopen that. We have some other invests, and again, you know the chart already. We're looking at it already. Hurricane warning for parts of the southeastern parts of Newfoundland, and tropical storm watches elsewhere. And this thing is still going to be a charted storm as it gets close to Greenland, which is, it's very rare to see that. Very rare. And if you look at the models here, you'll see a lot of them take it out, and they still keep it intact into Greenland, which is pretty crazy. As some kind of circulation, so it's really crazy stuff. So let's take a look and see. We still got the high surf advisory in effect, and we're going to look at some observations across the area, and then we're going to get back to talk about Larry, obviously. Dew points very nice and comfortable tonight. They've dropped into the 40s now. Temperatures in the mid-60s, except still 70 in my alley, of course. So, yeah, the air conditioner still to stay on, which I know is ridiculous. Hopefully, maybe I can turn it off later. 63 at West Hampton, dew point 48. 66 at Farmingdale. 66 at Islip. The city's holding on to the heat. That's what's my alley. 70 at LaGuardia. 68 at Central Park. 70 at JFK. New Jersey, it's cooler there. 58 in Toms River with a dew point of 55. 59 with a dew point of 52 at Lakehurst. So it's really cooling off quick over there. They're getting some, I guess the winds have died down enough to get some radiational cooling. Let's take a look at some of the high temperatures for today. And you'll see temperatures generally, let's see, we had mid-70s, so 75 at Farmingdale, Islip, Shirley, West Hampton, pretty much mid-70s, 76 at LaGuardia, 73 at Central Park. Jersey, looks like they were also in the mid-70s around Newark. Actually, no, upper 70s. Looks like a 79 being reported in Elizabeth. I don't know if that's Newark. Come on. That is Newark, so Newark managed to get up to 79. Let's see how Toms River did here. 76, 75 at Lakehurst. So, yeah, let's give you an example of what the day was like at various across the area. We'll start in Jersey, work our way up north here. So throughout the day here, there was some clouds around being noted in the afternoon, just a few, but very comfortable. Temperatures, look at that, temperatures only got into the mid-70s even at Lakehurst. Very comfortable out there. Very strong gusty northwest wind though, but very comfortable conditions. Let's go, except for, of course, the site cannot note that there was some haze from the wildfire smoke that was in the air, especially over New Jersey. It was quite visible. When you looked south from Long Island, you could really see it, and you'll see it in my video at Long Beach, too, as well. Let's look at Islip, 64 right now. Let's see what kind of day Islip had, and you can see what wound up happening for Long Island. We had this cloud deck that popped up, particularly over the middle of Suffolk County. I'm going to be where the Pine Barrens are, so that's why I didn't go to the Pine Barrens today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll go there. But a lot of clouds did pop up there. And again, I wanted to check out the waves from Larry, so I can't be in two places at once. Very nice day across the area, though. Very comfortable out there. Really nice low humidity today, especially as one got into the afternoon. Let's get some more observations now. Some of these marine observations, and I'm curious about these marine observations. Let's see if we can get some observations from Newfoundland, actually. I don't know if we can. Oh, yeah, we certainly can. So look at this. This island here is a gust up to 53 miles an hour. East at 40, gusting to 53. This is St. Pierre Airport. This site has east-southeast at 24, gusting to 41. And this is St. John's. I believe this is where's St. John's? Over here. So they're at 63, dew point 62, gusting to 27. They're not really getting into the wind yet. But it's to their south. Some of these islands certainly are getting into some of these really strong winds from Larry. Right over here. And Larry is somewhere right over here. Fortunately, there's no buoy here. It's really going to report anything. Let's see if this Sable Island, not really reporting. Let's see what the waves are, though. That's what I'm curious about. Let's see if we can get some wave data, because that's really what I'm curious about. Because some of the models are really having some pretty impressive waves with this system. No waves. No waves. The site doesn't have waves. We can see some of the wind gusts down here, but no waves, unfortunately, at Sable Island. I guess because it's an island, so they don't really monitor waves. Let's see this buoy here. This is buoy 44150. Let's see what kind of waves that are reporting out here. This is somewhere in the Gulf of Maine, I guess. Let's see if we can get some observations from this buoy here. If they'll load, of course. It would really be nice to see some wave heights here. Here we go again with this site. I don't know what's going on. It just hangs for a minute, and then it finally loads. All right, here we go. We got some waves. All right, so here we go. 13.8 feet at this buoy. Of course, it's not that close to the storm, but that is still. I mean, considering it's not that close, that's quite high. Quite high. I wish there was some more buoys here. Well, there's a buoy here. This is not even that close to the storm yet. We're going to have to monitor this buoy. I'm not even going to look at that one yet. Yeah, those are the only buoys we have. There's another buoy here, 4401, which we can look at and see what the waves are there. But the highest waves are where there's no monitoring equipment, I guess. Now, it's possible the storm is probably going to knock a buoy offline. It's such a big storm. That's what it could do. And again, we gotta wait. Come on, this is ridiculous. Shouldn't take this long. Should be there like in a second. Just as loading and the circle is spinning. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, yeah. There we go. Finally, let's see if we can get some waves here. All right, we've got some 10-footers, 12-footers. Significant. So yeah, that's what we have going on right now. It's pretty strong surf going on and some beach erosion going on. And again, the worst of it's going to be somewhere over here. I wish there were some more buoy observations here that we could look at. But again, we have this one out here. I could see what this one is. See if this one wave height only 3.9 feet on that one. So has yet to really pick up here, and none of these sites report wave height. Unfortunately, these are on land, so they're not going to report wave heights. But this is going to be a big storm. It's going to be impressive, and we'll keep an eye on this. We'll probably update you later tonight as it gets closer to Newfoundland. But let's get back to our weather now, I think, and we will. Get back to our weather, but we'll visualize this on Ventus Sky here. You can see what Larry is. Here's Larry right here. So Larry is right here. So it's south of. Can't stop talking about Larry because it's such an impressive system here. Here's Larry. There it is. So you can see most of the strongest winds are on the right side of the storm, but that's the side that's going to hit St. John's. But you can see those 73, 74 mile an hour winds, and in just a few hours. It's going to be approaching and making a landfall in Newfoundland. So it's very rare to see hurricanes this far north. It has happened in the past. Only recently, I think sometime around in the 2010s it happened, where there was a hurricane that hit Newfoundland. But this one is a bigger storm, and I think it's going to have bigger impacts for us. But anyway, let's get to our weather here, and we'll go to the models. So got this big, beautiful high building in, and it's going to be with us through the weekend. You'll see that high. Beautiful day tomorrow, so the weather should cooperate for all the ceremonies, because, as you know, tomorrow's the 20th anniversary of September 11th. And you'll see that west to southwest flow starting to develop on Sunday. That's going to bring the temperatures up, and that high is going to kind of stick around into a big part of this week, and then we start getting that return flow, which is going to bring warm weather. And then we got to worry, because we're starting to deal with this crap pattern again, with the jet stream diving on north, and here's a tropical system trying to form. So we're going to be dealing with this crap pattern. Originally, it looked like we'd have a front come through next weekend. Now we're going to have to wait until a little while. So the jet stream, again, is going to try to disappear on us. If we look at the jet stream right now, you'll see what happens. So we have this trough, but then after the trough disappears, the jet stream kind of just disappears again. And we get little pieces of it, but they're all north of the border. And then we'd have to wait until later in the month before we get another shot of cool air. So that means we're going to be above normal. If we look, and we'll get into that on Sunday a little more as far as the long range goes. But right now we still have nice weather, so let's enjoy that nice weather. And we'll start with not going to have any precipitation this weekend, so we'll start with the skies. Looking at the skies for tomorrow, mostly clear skies. Now this doesn't show the smoke. Maybe some cirrus up north. This doesn't show the smoke. I have to look into the model for that. For your Sunday, get a good amount of sunshine, maybe some scattered high clouds, maybe some smoky haze in the sky. Monday, we'll have scattered high clouds around. You get the idea that we'll have some days that'll have some clouds, and then some days that maybe Friday might be sunny. So we'll have to see what happens. But let's go to some of the other sky models here. NAM. So here's for your Saturday, and you'll see NAM is a lot more aggressive with these high clouds. It's really bringing a lot of high clouds in, like later in the day. Not sure if the NAM is going to be correct about that. Here's Sunday, less clouds. I don't know why the NAM, unless the NAM is picking up on smoke. I don't know what the NAM is picking up on. Let's look at the RGEM. Use the RGEM. The RGEM seems to do this too with the high clouds toward the afternoon a little bit. Sunday, less in the way of high clouds. So, who knows? You have this disagreement with the clouds in the sky, and that's always hard to forecast, but we may not get that nice blue sky that we were hoping for, unfortunately. Not this time, because of the smoke. This may be smoke that's being picked up on here. I'm not sure. We're going to have to look. I have a feeling it is. I really do. So let's go to back to the GFS, and we're going to go to the temperatures. So here are your temperatures tomorrow. We're going to have mid-70s on Long Island, probably closer to maybe upper 70s to around 80 in New Jersey. Of course, tonight the lows are going to probably drop into the 50s, except, of course, if you have an alley. And then for Sunday, a lot warmer. We're going to have more of that west-southwest flow. It may not be much of a sea breeze, mid-80s, so it's going to feel quite summer-like. And then maybe 85 to 90 when we get toward Monday. I thought we were done with this crap. Dew points. We stay comfortable tomorrow. Dew points still in the upper 40s, low 50s. See the wind going a little more southwest with a sea breeze perhaps in the afternoon. And then for your Sunday, you'll see the winds pick up more from the southwest. Dew points still stay low. So the southwest wind would still indicate that there would be a sea breeze. But then as we get into Monday is going to be brutal because we're going to have a killer west wind. And that means no sea breeze. And the humidity is going to be a little higher too. It won't be humid, but it's going to be a little higher. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to go much beyond that at this point. We can also look at the HRRR as well, though we're not going to have that much of it in, but we can look at that as well. Here's the HRRR dew points, and you'll see we have that light northwesterly wind, and then comes south in the afternoon with more of a sea breeze. And then for Sunday, you start seeing those dew points rise with the dew into the mid and upper 60s with kind of that west-southwest flow. So whatever sea breeze there will be, you're probably going to have to be on the south shore to enjoy it. Here is the temperatures. This underdoes the temperatures, though. I think it really does underdo the temperatures. Here's the HRRR for tomorrow. All right, doesn't really have anyone hitting 80. It's getting close, but I think Jersey's hitting 80 tomorrow. I think somebody in Jersey is going to hit 80 tomorrow. It's definitely going to be warmer than today, for sure, especially with less cumulus clouds. So let's go look at the HRRR smoke. Let's see if we can get the 0Z in. We don't have the 0Z. Well, I've got the 23Z, so that's what we'll have to use. Vertically integrated smoke. And here you go. Here's what it looks like. So you can see as we head into tomorrow, you see some of that smoke trying to come toward us. But for some reason, it's not picking up on the smoke that's already over our area. So this is going to be much thicker smoke that'll move into our area, I guess. And I think we're going to really start dealing with a lot of smoke come Sunday. I really do think that we're going to have some pretty hazy skies. It's going to get pretty yucky out there. So one more decent day, and then I think it's going to get just crummy again with this wildfire smoke that we're going to be dealing with. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.